What's going on? Aloha.
Aloha.
Hey, you know what?
Are we starting?
Yeah, we should be going live in just about 10 seconds, hopefully.
Hey, we have speakers you
Okay.
can plug into your computer if you want to make it louder.
You know what? We might get some weird feedback.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
got you.
You know what I mean? I don't know. We could try that next time though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could even do it to where I put the cord in here and have a daisy chain clear over there to the speakers over there so it doesn't pick up on your mic frequency, but it's still louder in the room.
Well, I feel some toys coming for me soon.
Yeah,
Some
when we
toys.
start the show, I want to lay you.
Oh, great.
I want to make sure you get laid for Hawaiian Vapors. It'll be a cool start off for the show.
Just all stoners, where Kush is a girl's best friend, and all breaking is the new limit. It's the Hollywood Hemptress Hour, hosted by your honey blonde hemptress, Terry Joyce.
Oh, welcome to Hollywood Hemptress Hour on the Time for Hemp Network. Of course, it's the Time for Hemp Network because it's time for hemp.
Woo!
And we're having a great time here tonight. I am actually I'm at Hawaiian Vapors, which is a new place that's just opened up in Vancouver, Washington, and it's great. And I'm with Stephen Berry and Vanessa Van Shelton.
Oh,
Scout-
yeah, that sounds cool.
Scout.
I liked how she said that.
I like that.
Well, you know, I had Eric von Fruckengruben
Oh.
last Wednesday, I mean, the last show, so I kind of feel like I'm getting my German down.
Yeah.
Schulzenstein.
Or is it Russian? Is it German?
It's Dutch.
It's Dutch.
Yeah.
I'm totally off.
See, I like my beer like I love my woman.
Holy
Dutch.
crap, really. And so it was Stephen Berry, and there's also Evan Elmo. No, I'm kidding. Evan Elmore is here tonight, too, as well. We're all
Elmercorn.
here.
What's up? Evan
What's up?
Elmore.
It's totally a party. I love it when we have the party Hollywood Hemptress Hours.
It's usually when I come on the show, I think.
Yeah. It's always with these guys.
We have to do it. .com's not here tonight, but shout out.
Shout out to .com.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shout out to
yeah.
.com. We always miss .com when he's not here.
Yeah, we always miss .com. Shout out to Travis John out there. We know you're gonna be hanging here soon.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
So I can see.
That's for you, Travis.
What is that? Is that a secret joke or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he doesn't take Instagram unless he has his glasses on.
Oh, really?
No,
And
like
so
the-
even at nighttime, if you're taking an Instagram photo, he has to wear his glasses. And so I was like, "Did you wear your glasses at nighttime?" And he's like, "I wear my sunglasses at night." And then one night we made a song out of it where we took that one clip and we just did that over and over again. So instead of finishing the song, we just made that the hook and then made a rap part to the verses. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
Sounds like this one time at band camp.
Kind of like that.
So, now, did you want to? We're starting the show off here. Stephen has, Hawaiian Vapors. If you can, let's describe that, because we're actually live streaming us being here. We're pre-opening. Tomorrow we have a really big day happening here.
Oh, yeah.
With bands.
Positive vibes.
Positive Vibes is going to be here tomorrow.
From Hawaii.
From
We're super
Hawaii.
excited.
Yeah, and then
I'll shut down now.
I'm going to be doing some stand-up here. And, this might be just, a little bit of a hub, here for us, I might come in, do a few Hollywood Hemptress Hours here on the spot once in a while and do some stand-up in the place and give some promotion. And so, we're sort of like breaking the cherry here.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Hawaiian Vapors is all about doing things that no one's ever done before. And I'm not sure if you've ever been laid on the Hemptress Hour.
I haven't. I have not been laid yet on the
Okay, so
What a shame.
we want to break history here, and this is a very big thing where we come from in Hawaii. Whenever we greet someone, of course, we're going to lay them. So we have a kukui nut shell lay here. This is actually a phenomenal lay. If you guys do the podcast later on and do the video, you guys will see it. It's a wonderful thing. I even picked the Rastafarian colors for you because it's the Hemptress Hour.
Oh.
All right, and that one's for you. I
Oh
think
my
you'll
God!
like that.
It is like you know what? I'm so touched by this.
Well,
Seriously.
everyone needs to get laid every now and then.
And it's been a while. Let me tell you. I absolutely adore this. If anybody, if you could see it, it's beautiful, and it's well, and the flowers aren't gonna die. You know how that
Exactly.
flowers aren't gonna die. Oh my.
Well, I was
God.
going to give you one of these.
Uh-huh.
but it's so cliche to have the fake flowers.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give you something that, you know, has a little more substance to it, so I chose kukui nuts, which is a phenomenal thing. They used to use kukui nuts for games, for like, you know, remember tops? You can actually polish those down and make tops out of kukui nuts. I mean, you can do a lot with kukui nut, and so even Lays, and they're actually a very ugly nut when they come off the tree. They have to spend a lot of time to be able to make them look that beautiful. Those are polished up and sanded correctly, so that's a really cool lay.
This is just, I mean, well, you know, if you're watching the show, you can, or you're listening to it live right now, you can also go to my site, you know, Terry Joyce, you know, it's T-E-R-E, just so like everybody knows out there. I'm really anal about that. People well, you know, it's my whole life. I have to explain that.
Who doesn't want some anal every now and then?
But yeah, everybody wants anal. I think that's a problem with the world. There's not enough anal going on. I guess, and you know, anal does serve a good purpose because anal people actually, like, you know, they're more likely to get the task done because they're anal about it.
Exactly. And we're totally talking about, you know, being anal in a certain way, not, you know, any sexual references whatsoever.
No, I mean the sexual reference. Ain't nothing wrong with a little anal.
Not at all.
So, but, you know, because I love, you know, and this is the midnight show, so I love, you know, the other show, I mean, like, and I also do another show on Revolution Radio, and I love it. And you know what? I love working clean, too. You know, I mean, you know, I've got a restriction there, and, you know, it's nice not to resort to trashy anal humor.
Dude, they would definitely.
Wow.
But,
Dude, if they caught us on a roll on a good night, I think they would definitely ban us from ever going back there.
You know what, though? Here's what I have to say. Howard Stern,
Yeah,
we didn't care, and that
Yeah.
man, till this day, is still on the radio doing his thing.
Dude.
And honestly, the one thing that I you know, I might not be the biggest Howard Stern fan, because believe me, I'm really not. But at the same time, I respect that man so much because he did what he wanted to do when he felt was right, and he never let no one tell him anything. And he's gotten big being him. He's always been him. He's never lied about it. He's nothing, you know, handsome or good to look at. In my opinion, he's quite goofy, you know.
Howard Stern, I always thought Howard Stern was rather hot.
Really?
I did.
You
No,
did?
I did.
That was
Yeah.
your man,
Oh,
okay.
no, I didn't say he was like, you know, I would have done him. Yeah, I would do
Remember
Howard
the
Stern.
movie
You know
where
what I
he was
mean?
on top, where they had the girl on
Yeah.
top of the stairs? Oh, you must have loved that thing.
I love Howard Stern,
Me too.
actually.
I like
you
a
know,
lot of his
so,
stuff.
and
She
you
played
know,
right
and
after
he's
that movie,
sexy.
just
He's
had
sexy.
sex
He's
dreams.
smart. He's creepy. I mean, he's not really creepy. He's rude.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
that, though.
He's
Have you seen
rude,
on
but
America's
yeah.
Got Talent?
But you know, if you see a rude person, you know what you're looking at, right? There's nothing I have.
he's
Yeah,
not
they're
rude,
rude.
he's just honest, and
Yeah,
people
he's-
don't like honesty these
Right.
days.
It's not. Yeah.
Why are you being such a dick? I'm not being a dick, I'm just telling you what your buddy can't. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's true, you know, but you know what?
Truly though.
That's what I love about you, though, Terry, is
Really?
that, yeah, because honestly, when I go see a lot of comedians and so on and so forth, they usually try and stick around the same topics. You're very broad in what you talk about. You're not afraid to touch on anything. I mean, and I said it before and I'll say it again, I absolutely love your internet dating skit. Oh my gosh, I still think about it. I always talk about it. And that's one of my, you know, and that's the thing. I mean, and when I didn't know what to expect when I first saw you. I mean, I guess, you know, you're the Hollywood Hemptress. I honestly
I figured-
expected nothing but pot jokes. I'm not
Really?
Yeah,
gonna lie.
dude. Hollywood Hemptress. I was
But
like,
you
oh,
know
she
what,
smokes
though?
a lot of weed and she makes jokes. Cool.
Do you know what I thought was cool about it? Is that you were the perfect model for what, you know, the hemp should be known for. Because it's not all about pot. And we are just regular people, and your jokes do cover everything. But guess what? You smoke pot too, and you're damn fucking proud of it, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And I think that's the greatest part about you. I think it's phenomenal. You're not afraid to be you. You don't care what no one says. And you're not just obsessed with one thing just to be obsessed with it. You just want to be funny and make people laugh and help the world, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. That really, that's a nice, it's nice to hear that, you know, and I don't mean like, it's nice to hear that, you know, I'm like that, you know what I mean? I felt a little bit of that way in the sense, but here's the thing, you know, it's like I was a comedian, you know, before I became an activist for cannabis. And, you know, I had been doing, you know, stand-up for, you know, a good 12 years by the time I had my incident of realizing that I wanted to stand behind this plant. And it was actually the federal raid that I was in with the DEA.
Really?
That caused me to, you know, it really jolted me because there was a series of things that happened almost like in a weird synchronicity. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if you've had one of those things happen to you.
She got set up.
No, I mean, you know, maybe not sure, said it by someone, you know what I mean?
Because don't you feel like in the back of your head along those lines that you were like, maybe I shouldn't go here, and then you're like, oh, you find your way over there, and then you find your way down the road, and then shit happens, and you're like, well, maybe I should listen to my conscience.
No, it wasn't like
Shut up.
it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was.
I always run into things like that.
No, I mean,
I'm like, shit.
it wasn't like I didn't really have like a forethought about it. It's like I was just
Went with the
really
flow.
innocent about marijuana, or like I voted for it for medicinal reasons. I smoked it whenever. Sometimes I wasn't really totally into it, And so it wasn't until Jeffrey Peterson, the 420 comic, he's been on the network a lot. Everybody knows. Hey, shout out to Jeffrey Peterson.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Jeffrey Peterson.
Shout out.
Jeff Peterson.
Hey, Mr. Peterson.
I think
Shout out moment of the night.
I think every time we do these midnight shows, we just need our own personal soundboard for like the shout out button, and then we like
The clapping and stuff.
yeah, like
We need a
clapping.
shout out horn. A shout out
Yeah.
blowhorn.
But,
Shout out.
but Jeffrey Peterson, was, at the time had really long hair and a goatee, and he's kind of like, hey man, kind of comic, and so we all hung around Vic Dunlap, who was this really well-known comedian. He was like on the first show, Make Me Laugh. And he was like my mentor at the time. And so Jeff and I kind of were, anyways, Jeff asked me if I wanted to do a show called The Dope Show. Well, it wasn't called The Dope Show yet. He said, do you want to do a 420 themed show? And I said, well, it's been done before, blah, blah, blah. Let's make it about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Let's call it The Dope Show. Like the song, and that's dope, and it's got a double entendre, and all this kind of stuff. And so we did. But it became about pot. Like the more we did it, the more it was about pot. And so, everybody who went there was pot. Everybody wanted to go out to the brick wall and get high, and I'm going to out the staff at the club that we were at. Everybody got high there, okay? There were more people getting high there that were waiting tables than I ever smoked. I mean, over the years that I worked there, they go, hey, Terry, come on, let's go to the wall. I go, what are you guys doing here at the wall? And they're all toking, and that was the thing. Everybody hid out, toked, all the comics hid out and toked, and that's kind of like how it went. And so we were doing this show, and all of a sudden there's a reporter there, and this is the tiny room, like the tiny room that that we were like doing it. Like the tiny room was a room where people, they go, oh, like if you go, I'm a comedian at the blank, because I don't really want to out this club. They're gonna be pissed at me again.
Again, so apparently this has happened before.
She's outed the club
Over
before.
part 2, everybody.
Okay, it was the Ice House Comedy Club.
She did it again.
It was my home club. It was the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena, California. It's kind of the club
She's
where.
even giving you an
Yeah,
address.
hi Bob Fisher.
5543 Pasadena, California.
Hi Bob Fisher. He's the owner. Shout out to Bob Fisher.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Might as well come out about everything now.
We're just coming out of everything today.
Hey, you know what? People are running around saying, oh, we only got 6 months to be on the planet anyway. I'm like, really? Okay, fuck it. I'm going to say whatever I want. Who cares? Anyway, so Bob Fisher, I used to kind of get in trouble over there, because I had spikes in my hair, and I was like, apparently I didn't fit in with the other everybody, it's like,
She's just the goth
and I would
fucking
just
names.
talk, I would just do comedy. I'm like, I didn't want to behave myself. I didn't want to be PC. I didn't want to, if I wanted to talk about my pussy or whatever, or, internet sex, or, guys naming their penis, I just felt that I had the right to do it. I'll just throw in some intellectual stuff in there too.
Yeah, man.
And everything's fine. And so, like Christmas time would come up and he'd go, Terry, it's Christmas and we have a lot of parties going on here. I'm like, yeah. He goes, do you mind if you just because I was hosting, I'm saying, he goes, do you not do your material? He goes, just walk up and talk to them and play with them, but just kind of just introduce the other acts. And I'm like, yeah, Bob, and no problem. It's just being the ugly model on the team, when you come down the runway, would you just put a paper bag over your head? And because we're not really sure if we want Because you might scare them. These people have real jobs with money, and they work at IBM or whatever. They got to stick up their ass, or maybe they're from Caltech or whatever, and they got a bunch of money, and they got the little fat necks with their ties going on, and their girlfriend stuffed in that like blue dress with their tits up to their chins or whatever, and they're sitting there. It's Christmas time. Our life fucking sucks, Give me some more goddamn alcohol, tequila, or whatever. And who's that fucking girl on stage? She probably should just shut up, or I'll fuck her too right now. Ha ha ha! You were kind of funny. How long you been doing this? Okay, that was like fucking Christmas time at the Ice House. Wow, I don't know where that came from.
That was fucking
Wow.
awesome. Let's just do a mini. We're gonna do
Sounds
a
like there
Hawaiian
needs to be
Vapor.
a couple jokes at the
I
Ice
think she
House.
needs some alcohol. That's what's going on.
In Hawaii, we used to do this thing when we really like something, and I didn't want to just do it, so I didn't want to scare you. Because it can be a little bit loud and intrusive at moments. But when you really enjoy something, we're very loud creatures, and what we would do at that point is, no, we are, we're creatures. What we would do is we do this. As in celebration, it's kind of like an applause, right? But it's way, 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 way more exciting than just.
And a lot louder.
And a lot louder. So to that last little page, I loved it. Oh my gosh.
Right. Well, it's really how I feel right now. I mean, I'm not lying.
It's the best comedy though. The best comedy is real life.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just like I took a couple dabs, and so I
Hey,
get
that's life. You take some dabs.
That's
you tell
life.
everybody what's really going on.
you give your real truth out. It's the truth.
Well, you know what? I say it's freedom.
America.
Well, what was interesting about this is, and I'm just going to mention this when we go to break, because we were doing a marijuana-themed show in Pasadena in 2007, and Pasadena had, shut down they wouldn't allow medical marijuana dispensaries to go there. And so the fact that the Ice House was doing a marijuana-themed show was, it was provocative to the press. So, and nobody pays attention to what goes on in the small room, remember, right?
Right, it's the small room.
Because I perform at the Ice House, I go, really, the big room and the little room? I go, well, because if you say if you're big room, then, oh, you're a good comedian. But if you say the little room, then it means, oh, you're probably never going to make it,
Why does everything in life have to be about size? And people wonder why guys have this penis thing. It's because everything is size. Fuck. Even comedians' rooms have to be big or small. We can't just have two rooms, the good room and the shitty room. We have to decorate them by size, too.
We do that. We size everything. Apparently, small is not
good, no.
In most cases, and
No.
small is not ever.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay,
Have you ever seen a small pyramid in Egypt and got any credit? No. Only the big ones do. What about the little tiny ones?
Only the big ones that were packed too, because they had a lot of shit inside them.
There was something small one time that really worked in my favor.
A bullet?
No, really, it was a frog. It was a small frog. And I was in this camp, and we were doing this, we were doing all the three-legged races, and we're all on teams and stuff
With a
like
frog?
that. And then we had a frog jumping contest. So you had to pick a frog, and if your frog won or whatever, then you won. And I picked a tiny, tiny frog. I mean, because they just all looked gross to me. And I'm like, ugh, and I'm like, I go, I'll just take that tiny one. That would be okay. And then everybody made fun of my tiny frog. They go, oh, your frog's so tiny. Ha ha. How come you have a tiny frog? I go, well, what's wrong with having a tiny frog? And then I actually, I felt bad. I put the tiny frog back, and I should get a big fat frog. Well, the tiny frog probably would have won, because the tiny frog would have went,
Little man syndrome.
but I decided to take the fat one, but because of the fact that I had the tiny one, they measured it. They all came out with their little they go, use your frog for your contest. They measured everything, and wow, what's going on with that whirling noise? Sasha, there's a weird buzz in here. Okay, all right. So anyways, so at the end of the thing, none of us won anything, and at the very end, I actually I won it. They go, Terry O'Gean, that was my name, won an award, and I go, what, me? And they go, what? And I got the award for the smallest frog, and my team went, yay. And that's why I think that it's frogs. When a small frog, good luck. All right, so we're going to be back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour. We'll be right back after this commercial.
minutes of that.
Okay,
Right on.
right on.
I thought your rant was
Do I hit
hilarious,
stop
by
on
the way.
this?
Oh, thank
I
you.
was busting up laughing.
Am I
over
stopping
there.
this?
No. Oh,
Hey, actually, I'm
Say-
good right now.
say
I've
hi.
been,
huh?
You have 2 viewers. Say hi.
I'm good
to
right
Oh,
now.
hi. We actually have
We're good.
viewers.
We have 2 whole viewers.
Thanks for watching.
Absolutely. So what do you want to talk about next?
So let's.
What's the game plan here? Because I like this. I love this kind of stuff, man. This is what I've always
You know,
wanted to do.
we can always go into you know what's going on here,
Yeah, absolutely.
and we need to you know touch bases on that, you know, and then maybe like if we're talking like we could just do a shot here or whatever, you know.
I think we need the lights back on for that probably because I can't see anything over there. When I
Yeah.
tried to go over there, it didn't.
Shout out to Elmore. You can put him on the live feed here.
Sasha,
Corn.
how do we sound? Am I talking too loud? Am
Yo!
I screaming, or how's it coming out on your end?
It's kind of good.
Okay, all right.
Hey, if you guys need me, I'll be over here playing Call of Duty, man.
Do you need something to drink or anything, Terry?
Yeah.
I do. Actually, can you give me a?
We have
Sprite?
Kool-Aid at Hawaiian Vapor
Actually,
and
iced tea.
hot tea,
Anything
apple
That's how it's
cider
printed.
and
You know, I was
iced
just
tea,
parched, and we figured
Arizona,
out, you know what to do.
Hey,
here.
Iced tea
anything
sounds
else,
good.
Mr.
iced tea.
Yeah.
Can I get something from Mr. Ross?
Can you iced tea?
I'll get the sodas.
All right.
Oh, okay.
3 iced teas.
I have a couple of
I don't have
articles.
shoes on. Damn it, no one does.
I got a couple articles we can read, and you know, and then we play a little music. We shoot the shit. I mean, I kind of think that.
She said we'll shoot the shit.
You know, this is probably just a show that we can just have fun with. I don't really care. I mean, first of all, we want to publicize what's here, how it's great for the community. You know, Hawaiian Vapor. You know, the company where people can get the vapor. You know, why is your vapor
Can I
so
get the
good? I
regular
mean,
kind?
if you want to, we can even spend more time
Please.
talking about the vapor, your vapors, and you know, and as if you were going to do a sales pitch. Why not?
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, totally helping community, even if you're not a
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
smoker.
seriously,
so-
I mean, and even if you want to demonstrate it here while she's filming, you know, and do it in front of the camera, that might be fun too. And then I can cut away with that. And,
Don't do the sales voice though.
And maybe, you know, if you guys like it, you know, I can always like, you know, use that as a YouTube video and kind of,
Yeah.
Plug
That'd
it.
be awesome.
yeah.
Taylor, shout out to Taylor, the cutest little basset hound. She's Hawaiian Vapor's little mascot. Taylor, say hello.
You know, I'm all about product
Okay.
placement now.
Are you?
I think you know that one thing that Kevin Korn like had a really good point to do in things that you film or whatever is like your sponsor, like we would like be drinking our sponsor right now, and it would be, you know, even though we're live streaming stuff, you know what I mean?
And we actually are.
Definitely.
Right.
Shout out to
Right.
Sierra Springs. They're the ones hooking us up with these.
Sierra
Arizona.
Springs.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sierra Springs.
You can actually rent their
Oh, I
entire
want to talk about these guys too. 'Cause
water
they're
cooler.
Look at this. And oh my God.
and espresso machine for $5. Just call them. You rent it for $5 for a whole month. Referral from Hawaiian Vapor.
Tomorrow, and I'm
I
so
believe they
excited
give you
for
the
this
first
area.
month
I really
free
am.
if you give them a
Oh my God.
I
referral
listened
from
to the
people
CD
who already
gigs.
have
It's
one.
been a while since I heard
keep them in your
and
house,
I fell in
business.
love with them all over.
Super cheap to refill.
I really did. I really did.
You think, okay, if we
I'm about to lose my
played a
mind.
couples, is there songs on iTunes and stuff like that?
I don't know.
Are they
It's all give me.
copyrighted?
It's all their stuff, yeah. I told them
Definitely
that we were
all
going to be on here promoting them.
Because I was wondering if there's a way to like actually play it on the show, but.
Here, let me see if I can have
Well,
it
it's on-
in the chat.
We're coming back in 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if we can, maybe if we can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I mean, like maybe later on I can get like a couple
Let's get
MP3s or something like that.
Yeah.
Only problem is
Shout out to
that,
Positive Vibrations, local reggae band from Hawaii, playing today. Today, because it's midnight. Before
back to the
Miss
show.
Terry Joyce doing her comedy show here at Hawaiian Vapor.
All right. Now we're back from our Hollywood Hemptress Hour, and we are actually here live at Hawaiian Vapor. In
Aloha.
That smelled really good. What is that?
This is actually a chai tea and peach
Uh-huh.
put together that we've got a new one called Cheech. Really flavorful. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
No,
go.
this is like we are at we're at Hawaiian Vapor, and you know, of course there's vapors here and all kinds of different oils and
You know what, I'm gonna let you pick the tip.
Really?
Yeah, you can interchange the tip, so that way if someone wants to vape on it, and it's like when someone bums a cigarette, instead of having to put your mouth to their mouth, you can actually just have another tip and swap it out. So if you want to let someone do it, you can. But for you, I want you to have a cool one because you can customize them. There's pink and purple and camouflage.
Oh my,
Silver, stainless steel.
You know what?
Snubbies, long ones, short ones.
I think I like this one.
Ooh.
A long one, okay.
Ooh, the long one.
I got a long one.
She's got the long tip, but she's gonna just so gently play.
This place is 18. This place is 18 and over, by the way. Just so everyone knows. No, but it's phenomenal. Should give it a try. Just press the button down. And what this is, guys, is this is just a vaporizer. There's only 4 ingredients in the juice that she's about ready to be vaping. The first 2 ingredients are the same thing as you have an asthma inhaler. So it's just propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin. And then there's nicotine, which is optional. You don't have to have it. And nicotine in its lowest form is very similar to caffeine. It is addictive, but it is not a cancer-causing, nor is it a disease-forming substance.
You hit that totally like a pipe.
And then flavoring. She's like, what? The Hollywood Hemptress. And yeah, and that's what it is. And it's very smooth and flavorful. And
Smells good.
I mean, it is. It's kind of. I have to say that I enjoyed it. You know, I have been. You know, I've been a non-smoker. I mean, I was a smoker at one point. I'm sure I'm gonna be okay because I've done this before where I had a little nicotine. It didn't maybe go back.
oh yeah, no, yeah.
And that's the
very,
thing.
very
I've done
Nicotine's
this.
in actually a lot of things.
Tomatoes.
I've done this a little bit, you know, before, where I had just a little bit of nicotine, and it didn't cause me to want to smoke again. But the flavor is really pleasant, and it's an enjoyable smoke.
Yeah, you can actually get it without nicotine. So you can get just the flavor. And it's actually not a smoke. It's actually a vapor.
A vapor.
And
That's
the
right.
reason why we classify them is because I think a lot of people, they see a cloud come out and they automatically assume that it's smoke.
No smoking.
But it's very, very simple. The definition of vaporizing is heating something up below its burning point. But to have smoke, you'd have to have combustion for something to burn. But nothing's actually burning. We're using no flame, no fire, or nothing. We're literally just heating up a coil and evaporating the same way that you would with an asthma inhaler. But instead of administering things like albuterol to someone's lungs, we're giving people nicotine in its lowest form where it's not harmful to them. It's just addictive, kind of like what we do with caffeine. And we're allowing people to kick all the 4,000 toxins, chemicals, carcinogenics, and tar that's in a cigarette. And people who don't want nicotine at all, they can have the meditation, the relaxation, and the enjoyment of flavors through vapor without a harmful way into them. But they can still enjoy that part of it because that's what it was originally intended for. Smoking was originally intended for meditation purposes and relaxation and calming moments to be able to think. And that's why most smokers, when they get stressed out, they have to have a cigarette. That's one of the #1 things that people say, oh, when I'm stressed out. Those are times that you need to relax and meditate. But it's been watered down and polluted by tobacco industries. And so we're kicking it back at them. This is a non-polluting way. There's no cigarette butts on the streets, polluting our streets that don't decompose for years. If we don't start doing something now, we're going to live in an ashtray. Our kids are going to be living in an ashtray.
Grandchildren.
6 years ago, before a volcano went to Hawaii, I remember you could stick your toes in the sand, and in certain beaches you would find cigarette butts in the sand. That is absolutely disgusting. And because that's such a small island with so many people, it's kind of like a smaller version of what the Earth is going to be like if we continue just to throw cigarette butts everywhere. And every smoker does it. You know, everyone every once in a while throws it down. And as soon as you throw it down, it doesn't decompose. A bird can eat it, can kill the environment. It's just one more thing we're adding into this world that we're already destroying. So if we can take that back and still give everyone everything that they want, then why not? Why not give everyone what they want without the bad things? What's wrong with that? And why not make it to where it's a conscious decision for everyone? There's no secondhand vapor. You're not polluting anyone else. You give people the freedom to be indoors. You're not kicking them outside in the cold like dogs because they want nicotine. You can actually enjoy a family dinner without an argument between a husband and a wife. Or because he doesn't want to leave the football den because it's fourth quarter, but he's stressed out and he needs his nicotine, but his wife's yelling at him and screaming at him to go outside. Now he can vape indoors because there's no harmful chemicals, side effects, or anything from it.
And he's not
Young
Yeah, I
children
mean-
never see their parents smoke.
My dad,
Generations never
my
start.
uncle, and my grandfather all died because of tobacco, because of nicotine. Well, not nicotine, because of the 4,000 toxins and chemicals that are in cigarettes. And so for me, this was a very passionate thing. And I've never actually smoked a cigarette a day in my life. And people ask me all the time, well, then why in the world would you vape? The reason why is because we need to make things obvious and known for things to change. And for this world to ever accept what a vaporizer is, it needs to be seen more often. And if I can get people to accept a vaporizer because I'm doing it as well, and that'll affect and save lives of people down the road because I helped make it known, then I personally feel that it's my duty, especially since it doesn't harm me and I actually enjoy it. In any situation in life, if you have the opportunity to do something that you enjoy, that can help people and change the world, I personally feel like it's our right as citizens and human beings on this planet. And that's why we came to Washington to make this Hawaiian Vapor. There isn't one over here. There's a lot of harmful e-cigs out there that can hurt you without the proper education. We give all that here at Hawaiian Vapor. We offer warranties on our system that no one else offers. They're giving people stuff, and if it breaks down on you, we don't care. You know, here, if it doesn't work and it blows up on you, we don't care because we don't understand it. We just want you to buy it because we're looking at you as consumers. We're looking at you as people who need help, people who want to change, people who want to, why not? Why wouldn't you not want to walk outside and still get your nicotine? You know, and those are things that we can offer. But on the side of that, I was like, well, if we just do just that, we're one-dimensional. So how about we help out the community at the same time? So we gave people a place to go. We got PS3s, Xbox 360s, TVs, coffees, Pepsis, Arizona iced teas, munchies, foosball, live music. Terry Joyce is doing our comedy. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. We're a new Vapor Lounge. We have the Hollywood Hemptress doing our comedy for our opening act, or our opening, grand opening. Oh my gosh. We have ping pong. We have all the sports, cable. We play all the Blazer games. We're constantly going to be doing events. I want to do everything with the community. I want to bring an open mic place. I want poetry readings. I want gamers to come in and do their gaming things. I want cosplay people to come in here and dress up like Tomb Raider so I can have some weird fantasy later on in life. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, I just want to help people, you know, and give people a place to go.
That was smooth.
Thank you. I
No, I'm
appreciate
just
it.
kidding.
Well, I am with a comedian. I got to make a joke every now and then. But I feel that this is just what Vancouver needs right now, and I really hope it is. I don't think that there's enough community involvement. You know, maybe if someone realizes that there's a place to go play an open mic, he won't go hang out with the punks down the street. He'll come in here and perform. You know what I mean? That one decision can change someone's life and make this world a better place. And I wish I had a place like that to go when I was younger. I wish I didn't go to the streets and do the things that I did. You know, but I had nowhere to go in Vancouver. I moved here when I was 18 years old, ran away from home off the island, and I had nowhere to go. I might as well go sling drugs. It's easier. At least they want to have fun and party. It's something to do. You know what I mean? I feel depressed. There's nowhere to go. Those are the only people that will accept me right now anyway because I don't have money to change my clothes. You know, I've been wearing the same clothes for 2 weeks. You know, what if there was a place for that person to go and be able to do something? You know, now not only are we helping people saving their lives by getting off of nicotine, now we're helping the whole next generation as well. And if we can do all that at the same time, then that's something called spreading the aloha. And that's something I learned very young in Hawaii. There's nothing more than helping out your neighbor, your ohana, your family. Everything in Hawaii is based around love, honesty, truth, relaxation, no worries. Everything is going to be okay. And I don't feel like that attitude is over here on this mainland. And if I can bring that attitude, who knows, maybe we can move it all the way east and maybe we can make a difference because Hawaii, that attitude can make a difference in this place. I do believe that the aloha can change people's opinion on what they see as bad and what they see as a sickness and what they see as, you know, good or any of that. I believe that aloha can change all of that. I've seen it personally. I've seen people come to Hawaii and fully be blown away by the lifestyle and the way of life and being able to truly not worry about things but still get things done. And that's something that we can learn. Most people think it's impossible. You have to be a stress case to be able to get by in today's society. You have to do the same things. You have to work a 9 to 5. You can't be a musician anymore. Unless you're some lucky guy on YouTube or you want to go on a reality show, you're screwed. There's no coffee houses that people go and hang out anymore to snap their fingers when someone reads a wonderful piece of literature that may become our next Edgar Allan Poe. No, that guy committed suicide and everything's written in a journal and we never got to hear it. Imagine if Kurt Cobain didn't have a coffee shop to play at in Seattle in 1990. He would have committed suicide, and none of us ever would have heard any of that. But that one man changed everything from what we know about music. And that's the kind of thing that you can offer. And if we do it, maybe another business will do it. Maybe another business will do it. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is if you need somewhere to go, this is the place to be.
Hey, you know what? I think it's really wonderful. I feel that this is really wonderful. I love your spirit and and everything you're at it. I mean, just the reason why it's here. You know, it just feels so positive here. You have no idea. We're in the positive zone right now. But one thing you were talking about that you said about Kurt Cobain. I'm gonna switch gears here for a minute. What is it about when you said, you know, we would have been denied, you know, one of the greatest musicians, and you know that changed our view on music. What is it about Kurt Cobain that you feel is different than everybody else's music per se?
It wasn't even necessarily that it was different. There's certain bands, certain people that come around at certain times that can truly express a generation, an entire generation, an entire population of people. It happened in the British invasion. It happened with Elvis. It happened with Glenn Miller when the guy broke his lip on a trumpet and he had to put a clarinet in his place, and it changed big band forever, which then became blues, jazz, and everything else that we have today. But Kurt Cobain in the 90s, I mean, if you look at it, you know, the way that World War II happened, and then you had the 60s and Vietnam, and then you have the 70s, and then everyone's tripping out on LSD, and the last days of disco, and then you have the 80s, which was the hair bands and the larger than life. We're going to sex, drugs, and rock and roll, throw your keys in a basket, and whichever ones you get at home is who you're fucking at the end of the night. Let's all get high. Well, the way I look at it is we're the youngest country in the world, right? So we're still learning things. We're the teenagers. So what did we do? We went and got high. We learned, right? We had our highs. I believe like 90s was our come down. I believe like the 90s was the time when we didn't know what to do with ourselves. We were super depressed. Hell, we all came down off of all the drugs we just did for the last 40 years, right? And now we're moving into a technological age where a lot of that's not accepted anymore. So because that happened, we needed that transition period. And that transition period was 1990. And when Kurt Cobain came out, and he fucking came out and he said,
entertain us.
Oh my God.
Entertain us.
When he screamed at the government, when he screamed, and he put so much passion and pure just grit and determination into everything that he said. And even when Weird Al Yankovic made fun of that, you couldn't understand his words. Even if you couldn't, it didn't matter. Those words touched you. Even if it was just the way that he said those moans and those grunts, they touched you. When he did that acoustic version with the candles on MTV, oh my gosh. Things like that, you just can't, you can't change. And those are the kind of things that touch us forever. I mean, Jimi Hendrix is a wonderful,
my feeling was like it was real music.
Yes.
It was real. And I will agree with you. There was something about Nirvana that caused me to, because before that I was kind of numb to music. It was like I was into show tunes, and, you know, there was like, you know, there's R&B, disco, like all these different things. Classic rock, you know, and then all of a sudden I heard Nirvana, and I was like, what is this? And I just, you know, and after that I just got into all the music, you know, but there was something about his music, and what I feel that it was is that it was not from the machine of the industry. It was authentic.
Yep.
And it was, and you knew it. It was real. It was real expression, and it's exciting. It's electrifying, and it does change, and it did shift us, and it was speaking. And I remember, I mean, I wasn't a teenager then, but I was still like, my brother and I were kind of the same thing. I was running around with Doc Martens and, you know, kind of going this whole, but we felt that way. I mean, we knew that we would never have the wealth that our parents had.
Absolutely.
And we were hanging around at the light, you know, to pay our light bill, you know, like hoping it's not going to get shut off. You're in the line there, you know, going, can I just put $20 down and like keep it on? I mean, this was our reality then. And that we were so deadened by the bullshit that it was like this, I think it was like this scream out of like, hey, you know, there was an anger to it.
Well, I think
a
that
little bit too.
I think that the biggest and most beautiful thing about it is, and it kind of goes hand in hand with what we're doing here too, ironically, is that he changed the world's state of mind. And everything, every big movement in life has been determined by changing our state of mind. I mean, we can go back to the turn of the century, or we can just talk about recent times and slavery, and then women's rights, and then what's happening with now allowing a black president in, and then everything else going to come from that. Every turning point was changing our state of mind. Kurt Cobain was able to do that for us. He changed our state of mind, and then everyone else duplicated it and tried to copy that. But he was the first person to stand up and change our state of mind. There's been a lot of speakers out there who spoke for black rights. But Martin Luther was the first one to do it with that kind of power and that kind of emphasis, which is why he's remembered more so than the rest. You know what I mean? Same thing if you go back to, I mean, all the people that ever stood up and that first person to change people's state of mind saying, no, we can do this. Even in movies when there's that first person that says, no, we need to go against this, we need to do this. That one person was the first one to change the state of mind of the rest. And I think those people and those times and those moments where life are changed, that's the first person to stand up and say we should change our state of mind. And we're also shocked that it's a butterfly effect. And the shock continues until all of our minds are changed. And it's not until someone else comes along and says, no, now it's the next step, that we will ever do anything different. It's actually funny because our slogan is, where's your state of mind? And that if you ever want to change anything, you have to change your state of mind. And I thought deeply on that because cigarettes is something that people are very, very devoted into. Similar to the way that people were about music. People called rock and roll the devil's music and this and that. Just as locked in. Oh my gosh, if you bring rock and roll up to some of those people back in the day, that was the devil's music and you could go to hell for listening to that. Same thing with the ways people feel about their cigarettes. Don't take my cigarettes away or I'll shoot you. So how do you get someone to do that? How do we change their state of mind? You know how Kurt Cobain did it? He turned gain all the way up on his amplifier to grunge out his guitar. He turned gain up on everything. Blasted those bitches to 10 and screamed into the mic like no one's ever done it before. And it tickled something inside of us. And we all stood up and said, hell yeah. Smells like teen fucking spirit.
Right.
You know?
You didn't even have to be a teenager.
No.
You smelled it.
You smelt it. I smell what the rock is cooking, bro. You know? And then boom, he was gone. But then if you rewind all that, that same exact guy, if he didn't have places to play and he didn't have that outlet, we would have never gotten any of that. And it could have been wiped away from our history just as easy as that. And until businesses start changing the way they do business and how they help the community. I personally feel that if businesses gave more to the community, then those businesses would thrive more. Because I personally feel that if you take care of the community will take care of you. But we don't think of it that way. Businesses try and take care of themselves before they try and take care of the community. And until we change our state of mind, which I'm hoping Hawaiian Vapors, hey everybody, we don't need to be doing it that way anymore. Times have changed. It's time to where we use every resource we can with this internet and worldwide thing, and we can really create something for the good. It's time to stop using it as a negative tool. You can use any tool for good or bad reasons. Hell, I watched Dexter use the power tool in ways that I never thought it could be used. You know, I'd rather just use it to build houses. But, you know.
That's, oh my goodness, we have to take a commercial break. I totally spaced on that.
Sorry.
That's okay. Sorry, Sasha.
Here, Steven, hold this. I need a new filter.
Here we are. This is the behind the scenes.
4 minutes.
Okay.
4 minutes. This is behind the scenes. Evan?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
I think that was a really good,
Son of a...
Well, I like doing things like that. I'm a very, I like to analyze things. And I personally feel like you have to find, people always say find the root of the problem. Well, to do that, you really have to analyze it, and you really have to take it back to its origins. A lot of people get to a point where it's hard to find the next step of that origin, so that's where they end with it. And everyone has their own steps of where they ended with it. But it's funny because every time you've ever learned anything, you just got pushed to that next step, and then you're like, whoa, I can find this more and more and more and more. And that's how we grow, and that's how we learn, and that's how we do life. So instead of always trying to because most people are always looking, how do I grow? They're always trying to look forward. Mm-hmm. I personally feel that before you can go forward, you have to understand where you came from. You have to
Yeah.
understand everything that happened before you can have, because if you don't go through and analyze everything that happened,
You know what? I think.
people are going to be like, what?
They're like, take it out of his hand. Take it out of his
Please.
hand.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
okay. You know, we forget because it's really, I mean, it is a cell phone.
Yeah, I was
You
just
know?
like, I forgot I was even on. I was just talking to Terry. Oh, I forgot. People were going to be watching this. Hi. Yeah.
That's all right. We still have 2 viewers. Hi.
We have how many viewers?
2?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who's listening, but hey.
You know, I mean, well, you know, it's nice
up, guys?
though.
How you guys
Yeah.
doing?
I wonder, do we know who it is?
It doesn't tell you who it is.
It's just
you know,
Sasha.
Well,
Hi, Sasha.
you know what? Jason America watches a lot. I don't know.
Where
One
is
of
Jason
it could be
America?
Jason.
Oh, that one kid might have watched that came in today. Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
Oh
Kyle.
yeah. Kyle.
Shout
Shout out to
out
Kyle.
to
Shout out to
Kyle
Kyle.
Haas, I hope you're listening, bro. We're here for you, man.
Yeah.
We always love the shout out.
I love shouting
Hey,
out.
have I ever shown you my ukulele?
No.
This is a ukulele. This is one of my first instruments. It's a wonderful instrument. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry. I know a girl. Terry is her name. Since you met Terry, my life's never been the same. I think about online dating about once or twice a day. I'm not sure if I can go on or what else I can say. But, oh, Terry, oh, Terry, oh, Terry, oh, Terry. It's actually, that's supposed to be Donna. I'm not sure if it's actually an old song.
Oh, we got 3 viewers now.
Oh, I started playing ukulele. We got viewers. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna.
Are we back?
15 seconds.
Man,
Okay.
that 4 minutes flies fast.
God, didn't it?
Here, if I'm gonna get on air, I'm gonna have a guitar.
He's gonna go grab the guitar.
I'm gonna stick my money maker.
Oh, he's shaking his
yeah,
moneymaker. He's shaking his moneymaker over there.
I worked for you.
Evan, want to help me out here?
All right, we're back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour on the Time for Hemp Network. We are, and you know what, by the way, we are also on iHeartRadio. We're the only pro-cannabis network on iHeartRadio. We're very proud to say that. Because we are giving the hemp message global throughout the planet. And Stephen was talking about how, you change your state of mind, you change everything else, and how, I think really each one of us could be our own Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
Right?
I love that.
Right? Each
As
one
a
of us-
wise
each
man
one
once
of-
said, Kurt Cobain,
But-
shotgun, and love to my veins.
No, but please, everybody, when she says that, she's talking about the inspiration that he put into the world, not putting a bullet into his head.
Right, yeah.
Not everyone needs to go commit suicide. We can all be Kurt Cobain. Let's do the shotgun.
Just don't stay in Washington.
We all got shotguns.
Just
everywhere.
don't live in a place where there's not enough sun for too long. That's all.
Sad depression disorder is actually a real thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's most commonly found in the Northwest, which is even crazier.
Well,
Sure.
I have to admit, anyways, I don't want to go on that tangent, but there is I've been here for 2 years almost now, and I am starting to feel like, where's fucking summer, man?
Can we do a shout out again? Can we do a random shout out again? I have a shout out.
Sure.
Sasha.
Sasha, let's give a shout out to
Shout out to Sasha.
Shout out to Sasha.
I
Hey, say that 10 times fast.
Where would we be without Sasha?
Where
Shout
would
out
we
to
be
Sasha.
without Sasha?
Right?
Sasha.
You know what? There's someone else I want to say a shout out to. I want to give
Another
a shout
shout-out.
out. I want to give a shout out to Ronnie Smith, Roland A.Duby.
Roland A.Duby.
We're giving you a shout out, and this is Roland is no longer with us on this earth plane. Yeah, but you know what? I think he needs to have a shout out.
I think he needs a shout out.
Let's write
you know what?
rolling up a doobie song for
Roll-
Roland.
you
Let's
wanna
write a
do-
song about rolling up a doobie
I mean,
for
you know,
Roland.
and then you know what we could do after the song, we could play a little bit of Roland's comedy because we've got that on the burner here too to play tonight. So, but we do want to say, when you give, you know, here's the thing I want to say about Ronnie Smith. All right, here's the thing about Ronnie Smith. I'm gonna give, you know, I met Ronnie like not almost a year ago, and he called me up and he said, you know what, Terry? He says, I really want to be part of Ganjapalooza. And because I was doing a show in Richland, Washington to celebrate the first year that Washington legalized marijuana. And so I met him through that. And he drove all the way out from Kentucky. He picked up Jay London. He says, you know, money's not an issue. I don't even care how much you pay me. And I'm like, wow, why would this guy, you know, he goes, I just want to do some stand-up. And, you know, he was, you know, if there's anybody who really believed in what this plan was all about, you know, he made cannabis oil that helped people heal from cancer, and he helped people so many people stayed well because of what he did. He was like a healer or a shaman, and you know, and I you know, it was all about this plant. It was all about getting this plant out there for everybody, and you know, he just, you know, I mean, you could just see it in his spirit. He had a wonderful laugh. You know, I just, you know, there's not many people like, you know, like if we talk about a paradigm changer or somebody that, you know, because they existed, the world is better. And you know, because you were there, because what you did for other people, for what the message that you had, and you know, it wasn't easy. I mean, he did some jail time. He had people on his back. I mean, he stood up against the institution. And you know what? Let me tell you something. He was funny too. I mean, to be funny on top of that, he had command of an audience. You know, he was, you know, worked with Jack Hare. He wrote one of the editions for The Emperor Wears No Clothes. I mean, he was a soldier in this fight. And unfortunately, on the way back from doing the Ganjapalooza tour, he was driving off and he dropped off Jay London, who also was on the show in California, and he went to Arizona, and Arizona's a zero tolerance law. And they found him, and of course he had some marijuana on him. He had some, you know, hash oil. You know, he had his medicine, because I didn't know this at the time, but he had leukemia before, and he was in a remission. He was using the, you know, the oil, and so when he was in jail because of his prior stuff and being an activist and being so vocal, God damn it, don't you know, like, you know, cannabis cures cancer, right? I mean, come on, you know, research it. If you go out there, you can find links that say that, you know, WikiLeaks says that, you know, that the American Medical Association has known that cancer cures cancer for God knows how many years. I mean, like, since like 1980 something. So basically, they stopped research when they did that. All of a sudden, they go, no, we're going to make this null and void, and they've kept it a secret. And, you know, all of a sudden, we have these people just going, hey, I'm still living. You know, the doctor came up to me and they said, get your affairs in order. You're not going to live to see Christmas. And I'm still here. And you know, I had nothing to lose, so I decided to use this plant and see what happens. And that's what Ronnie knew. And so, you know, he was in this place. He had this. He was a fighter. They knew it. They smelled it. You know what I mean? You know when they smell you. You know, like the opposition, and they're not very nice. And so they kind of like kept him in jail a little bit longer than they should have, and they wouldn't put him on trial. They're gonna go home. So he was in there for like 3 months. Put him in solitary confinement. Said I can't walk. I'm so sick. Finally, they said maybe we should take him to the hospital again. His like leukemia came back. Now I wonder, here's the, you know, we can always step back and say, hey, you know, if he hadn't been in jail all those 3 months, you know, maybe his body wouldn't have been stressed, and he wouldn't have got sick in the first place, and then get well and then get sick again. I don't know. But you know what, I do believe that, you know, sometimes we just realize we're done. Like we're just, like we're ready to go. It's time to go on the next phase, the next journey of your life. You did your work. He did his work. And so right now, I just want to like give a shout out to him and say thank you. Thank you, because we know that you're, with the angels, because you're an angel too, because you're an angel here.
So, you just inspired me. And this is something that I do, but Roland A.Duby, this is for you. Roland A.Duby, in memory of you. Just a little thank you for everything you do. And even when you're gone, that J will burn on. Roland A.Duby for you. And never being scared. If someone needed you, you'd always be there. Even when you're stressed out, pulling out your hair. Never afraid. You always make a tear, make another change, make another statement. It cures cancer, don't be ignorant like pavement. We need to move on every single day. Roland A.Duby strong. He smoke 2 in the morning and 2 at night, 2 in the afternoon to make him feel right, 2 in time of peace and 2 in time of war. And even though my eyes are sad, Roland A.Duby, in memory of you. Just a little thank you for everything you do. And even though you're gone, your J will burn on. Roland A.Duby for you. Ronnie, I didn't know you much. Didn't mean I didn't talk to you a couple times. Every once in a while, I think everyone deserves a good rhymes to make someone smile, to remember what you did on this plane. We call it Earth again. And even though you're gone, never the same. Even just a little time, you still change in my brain. Oh, now you're gone, it's driving me insane. I still say, Roland A.Duby, in memory of you. Well, just a little thank you for everything you do. And even though you're gone, your J will burn on. Roland A.Duby for you. Well, Roland A.Duby, in memory of you. Just a little thank you for everything you did. And even though you're gone, your jokes will live on. We're laughing, crying, same damn time, asking how I am. Everything will be okay. Cause if you were still here right now, you'd probably say shut up and roll up a J. We're Roland A.Duby, it's a memory of you. It's just a little thank you for everything you do. And even though you're gone, your memory will live on. Roland A.Duby for you. And even though you're gone, your memory will live on. Roland A.Duby for you.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. We will be right back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour. Stay tuned for the second hour.
Wow, I pulled that one out, didn't I?
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. Short, let's see, short comic clip or one of the 15-minute ones. Oh.
I prayed before that one. I was like, God, give me the right words to fucking.
Oh,
I was like,
that's
give me
an
the-
idea.
I was like, God, give me the right words to do this right, because this is a song about someone that, you know, people really care about and that really did do a lot of great things, and I'd hate to mess that up on a freestyle, so I'm glad it worked out. Oh man, I'm shaking on that one. I was shaking the whole time, making sure I said the right words. Oh my gosh.
It was beautiful.
That
You
was
know,
intense. I want to see that again.
I do. You know what?
That was intense. I really am shaking here, Terry.
Yeah, it was really. I know.
That's a great song, dude.
Wait,
And the cook and everything. I mean, I had that down with the bridge.
God, it was
Oh.
great. I mean, it was like it felt godly. I was like, oh my God, it's like it was so special.
I prayed for that. I was like, God, give me the right words, and that came out right. That definitely. I mean, and the whole time you were talking, I was listening to everything you were saying, and it just overwhelmed me with compassion and just warmth. And I just wanted to make a really good, kick back, chill song for Roland A.Duby.
Sasha, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? At first I was thinking let's do Ronnie Part 5, but let's just do we need some comedy. So let's just do the first comedy clip that I have, Ronnie Smith Part 1 comedy. Or really any of the comedy ones would be fine, but I kind of like one the best.
I think that's the one that got saved under the wrong name.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's under like Marijuana Man, something I think.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna play it and see if it's the right one.
And if it's not, then let's do one of the other ones. I'm not gonna, be. I mean, they're all good.
Yes. I am Roland A.Duby.
That's him. Yeah.
How much time do we have before he comes back on? Do we have time to run and do a dab?
2 minutes. Yeah, you got that.
Oh, how many minutes? That's okay. I can cut that part out if you want.
Okay, sweet.
4 viewers.
4 viewers.
Do it next round. I'll just go back in a second. There's tags. You can set them individually.
Or I can go back. I mean, how much time do we have?
Your own video. She just cuts it.
I think we're cutting into our dab time.
Oh, guy watched
Oh,
for a
wait a
couple
minute.
seconds.
You can't do
Just
that.
that clip. Or you just
We'll do we have another break at around the 17 mark, so
Oh,
then we
cool.
can we only have to do like another
She's getting thirsty, Gotta get that parchment, Even though there's Arizona teas right in front of me.
Yeah,
It's empty, y'all.
what I want to do is I'm going to edit that.
Man, that song gave me goosebumps.
I'm going to edit it and send it out because there's a lot of people that would really love to hear that. I think
I thought it was
I
pretty.
really-
And that was a
I think-
freestyle.
I think it was
Is there a way to
beautiful.
prove to people that it was a freestyle?
it was a freestyle.
That really was a freestyle. Even the chorus and everything, I remembered the chorus as I kept going, and I made sure that if I was gonna mess up, I just went back to the chorus, and then I did a bridge at the end, and ended it. And I was like, wow, that actually worked out phenomenal. There's a whole written song off the top of my head. I couldn't do it twice. If you ever asked me to do it again, don't ever ask me to do it again. But that recording is yours.
Oh, we
and you
got on
can-
video.
That is only for Roland A.Duby. That's it. That
Hey,
was his
Evan, will you
song.
do me
That was
another
his song.
favor? Turn off the LED since we don't have the lights on.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
Oh.
one of you guys.
You're tallest.
oh, that was like so much
It
fun.
doesn't work, dude. I gotta figure it out. I don't know what's up with it.
4 people, hello.
What's up, 4 people?
What's up?
We lost a viewer. They listened to us for 30
Where's the
seconds
button,
and
bro?
left.
Okay.
It's the pussy thing. Go find it.
No shit.
Alright, we're coming back.
Okay.
10 seconds.
9, 8.
That's kind of cool.
It still is in the middle of the night. I'm thinking people go. Sometimes people who cook. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Versus just people talking. Sorry.
I've done that. I've been like, what the hell?
Hi.
All right, we're back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour on the Time for Hemp Network, and we are just having a really great time here at Hawaiian Vapor, and so so thank you. I mean, for having me here. This has been great.
Thank you for
After
coming.
hours. This is shut down. This is what you get. This is what no one gets to see, Terry. We're letting you in on the inside scoop. You're first class or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
You're in the tab.
We have the ping
I'm
pong table
VIP.
switched to the beer bong,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's great. It's so nice to be here. Really, seriously. And I'm excited to do some shows here. You're talking about giving a space for people to perform some of that. Just it might be good to have maybe an open mic night kind of
That's
poetry
already
reading,
definitely something
musicianship.
I
Yeah.
really want that.
Just kind of have some really where artists can get up and just do whatever. And wow, there's a lot of good vibes here. So we're gonna be hanging here and doing some more stuff here. So it's gonna be great. So
Instagram.
Instagram,
Shout out
shout out,
Sasha,
Sasha.
Roland A.Duby, Vanessa Scouten, Terry Joyce, EvanElmore.com, Stephen Berry,
Mother
Kim
Goose.
Newman, Mother Goose, Han Scouten, Han Solo, because he's cool too. Shout out to the Force. Shout out to No Smoking.
Shout
but
out to
smoking.
Hawaiian Vapor Ohana.
Shout out to Hawaiian Vapor. Shout out to Kyle if you're actually listening. And Kyle, if you can come back and tell me I said this, I will give you 10% off. Forget that. 15% off. Yeah, I bet you're not listening.
Hey,
If
shout
you
out to
are.
my mom for some cookies.
Shout out to Evan's mom for the cookies she
Wow,
did.
shout out to Evan's mom.
You know how crazy this is?
Yeah.
Because this is a business about the community, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I hope I don't,
No.
take away
My
from
mom
anything.
did
here,
No.
but
I want one of
Um,
those cookies so bad
this
right
is
now.
Evan, and
They're
you met
delicious.
this guy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Evan,
I'm gonna be honest here, and this might put him on. He's gonna blush. You might have to put the camera on him. But we met this kid, and he came into the mall. And he just wanted to vape, and I did a bunch of interviews.
Show
with
off
people
the
I
cookies
hired.
your mom
I was only
brought.
supposed to hire 2 people. I split the hours and hired 4. Evan was
Oh,
on
it's
my
upside
wing.
down.
He wasn't supposed to be my main guy. I had 2 other people, and then but I wanted to give him a chance because I liked him so much. So I gave him an opportunity. Within 2 to 3 weeks, he moved himself up from the lowest amount of hours to tying with the second most, and then within a month he was up to tying
Look at
with
your
the
business
most.
card.
And then pretty soon he just kind of shined and kind of took over the whole entire situation. And then the mall got shut down, and well, not shut down, but we left the mall. So his parents have helped us out tremendously for free. His stepdad just came in here and built us shelves for our bar, the stands behind it.
put up these shelves, put up
all
the
the shelves that
displays.
you see, that TV being put up there, all these things put up. This guy did all this stuff because he
Mounted.
believes in what this store is about. And his mom was like, well, you're having a grand opening, you need cookies. So she went out and she put her own money into this, and she brought us in 4 huge things of Safeway cookies. All right,
Yummy.
napkins,
And they're delicious.
paper towels, cups, I mean, the works. Not having to do any of this. Our customers have came in and they've donated video games for the video game cause, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I'm talking brand new video games that come and donate. PS3 controllers.
We have Ghosts back there. Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah, Call of Duty Ghost. I mean, brand new games. These customers are like, no, we think this is so cool. Here, have this here.
Cranium
want you to
board
have this here.
games.
They're bringing in board games. They brought in poker sets so we can play, poker, like fun rounds of poker.
Brand
I
new
mean,
cards, brand new dice.
I cannot believe how much the community has came out and helped out with this. I mean, a lot of the stuff that's in here was actually put in because of them. We have local artists that are coming in and putting in their art up on the walls that we're going to start doing. We've already talked to them. We have a local artist who's going to spray paint and do a mural on that whole back wall. And they're all doing this. This is all being pitched in because they believe in the cause. And we are so proud of all that. And we're so thankful for everyone who's helped us out in this move and this transition period, including Terry Joyce and the Hemptress show and everything that's going on. But man, it's amazing. I mean, it really is. What's going on here? It really is. It's been phenomenal. I mean, it's truly aloha in the West Coast, and I'm very happy to say that. I mean, it's been awesome.
It is aloha on the West Coast. I
Northwest
really.
Hawaiian style.
Yep, that's right.
Which is my hashtag. Did I tell you I made a hashtag?
No.
Okay, I'm the most non-technological person in the world. All I know how to do is play guitar. That's all I know how to do, and sell things. That's
And
it.
talk.
I'm sorry. That's all I know how to do. Anyway, I learned about Instagram. You can hashtag things. You can search if anyone's ever else hashtagged it before. And I invented my own hashtag for Hawaiian Vapors. And I wanted it to be something that was Northwest combined with Hawaiian style. Hashtag NW Hawaiian style, baby. What?
And
Yes.
nobody used it before, so
No one ever used it before. It's mine. Hashtag Northwest Hawaiian style. NW Hawaiian style. I'm telling you, I'll read all your guys' stuff. I'll look at all your stuff. I'll follow you. I love it. I'm addicted. We have something like some odd 1,200,000 or 1,200
we have
followers.
1,398, probably about 1,400.
1,400 followers.
In less than a week.
That's
in
what an
less than a
internet
week.
manager does.
We're just all about this. That's Evan Elmore. I mean, he's been
find
helping us out, but I'm
Okay.
all about this, guys.
What's up, guys?
Soon to
Wait,
be
is it
internet
Twitter?
manager.
You
No,
guys-
Instagram. We do have a Twitter too. We're
Oh, I
working
made
on
us a
that.
Twitter.
How did you get that many people on it? I want
It's-
to talk to you.
No,
I wanna talk to you.
it happened in less than 4
I want
days.
to talk to you about that.
4 days, Terry.
It's crazy.
4 days?
4 days. We have over 1,400 followers.
Hey, if you guys want to learn how to find followers, you don't need to go fucking to these
Come
dumb
to Hawaiian
ass.
Vapors.
You don't need to go to these dumbass websites. $14.99 for 1,000 followers.
Come to Hawaiian
$20
Vapor,
for a
vape
million
free,
likes.
And Evan
I
will
can do
give
that
you
shit
free
in 4
classes.
days, and you can have a fucking vape while you're here. You can spend your money on something way better. Stop your fucking smoking and bitching about, oh, I don't have all these Instagram followers. Just come to me. It's easy.
Wow, look at him. He's so aggressive. I like it.
Well, they have no choice. $14 is for free.
I get it. No, he really is really good at it. He told me, Steven, I'm going to show you something. And once he showed it to me, it's very easy. It's a very simple process.
It's like a game.
You just got to do it. And it's honestly like a game. And I enjoy it. So if you guys like the show, we like to do different photos. We do different photos every single day. We're constantly editing them and making them look cool. We constantly like to look at your guys' stuff. So please follow us. We'll follow you. I want to see what you guys have out there. You shoot it back to me. We'll do something. I'm all about connections. Let's do this, people.
So where can people find you online?
You can go to Hawaiian Vapors or Vapor. I'm sorry, Hawaiian Vapor, no S.org. It's that simple. HawaiianVapor.org. You can also go to Hawaiian Vapors Facebook and Hawaiian Vapors Twitter. And
It's actually Hawaiian Vapes because you made it before.
Oh, Hawaiian Vapes, yeah. Hawaiian Vapes Twitter. Sorry, I know. We're so not, like, consistent.
Yeah.
You can find us on Instagram at Hawaiian Vapors.
You can find us
on
here.
Twitter at Hawaiian Vapes. You can find us on Facebook at Hawaiian Vapors. And you can find us here off 112th and Burton at Hawaiian Vapors.
Yeah, baby. No, so yeah, you can find us everywhere.
I should start commercials.
We should do some commercials with Terry
I gotta
and
call
you.
Dallas.
Dallas needs to do that. We have a guy who's in school doing film now,
He's the
and
homie.
he's the homie, so he's gonna start doing all of his school projects on us. So we're gonna get free video stuff. High five up here.
Community.
Wow.
Shout out to
Wow,
Dallas.
high five on
It's
the
gonna
free
go out
video stuff.
Through
Yeah.
Washington and Eugene.
For real, he
and
needs it for
Bend.
all of his school anyway.
Oh, okay.
Washington, Eugene, Bend.
Score, right?
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Huh.
I'll vape to that. I'll vape
Happy
to that.
vaping.
Terry, would you like a 0 milligram flavor so you can just sit over there with the little
I
flavor?
would love to have a zero.
Evan,
mil.
hook her up with that.
Hey,
Let's
you
walk over to the bar and show her
Let's
that.
walk
All right, you
over
know
to the
what?
bar.
Only problem is I have to see by the computer.
You don't.
Can you bring it over?
You don't
We-
have to do it. That's how it is. We
It's
serve
a
you
new
that.
lounge
That's right.
area. Me and you can continue on our conversation
right.
with our viewers
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely can.
and taste vapor juice.
God,
So I'm
I
excited.
can't-
Are we
I'm
gonna
so
hear some?
excited.
Are we gonna hear some Roland?
We are.
Solomon?
We're gonna. You know what? Let me play a little bit of Roland A.Duby right now.
Here you go, Terry.
Sasha, can we go ahead and play that MP3?
Yes. I am Roland A.Duby.
These are all the flavors you can choose from. Can I hear this? No? Okay. All the flavors you can choose from.
This is cock flavored soup.
I think they can hear us.
Get used to the taste.
I can do this.
There you go.
Okay, he said no. Okay. All right.
Pick any flavor you want.
Oh my God. Okay.
Ah,
She's like,
Yeah, the clip's gonna play for another minute and a half.
let's wait to do it on the air.
Yeah.
which ones do we have in 0 milligram though for her? Because she wants a 0, right?
Did she have a trouble hitting yours?
Yeah, she likes to do that. We'll find out what the zero samples
We
are.
can talk about the names and stuff. That would be cool.
Like, did you know these ones right here are made in a charred oak barrel like you do this in
It's really hard to see those names, just so you guys know, Steven. I can't see any of those words on this phone.
Okay, let's
Just so you
move
know.
forward. Now, move forward.
Okay.
This is for all the people who are watching the behind the scenes, man. Oh, shout out to Positive Vibes. Like how I do that, K-Boy? That's for you, K-Boy. Shout out to K-Boy.
Yeah, shouts to K-Boy.
Shout out to
K-Boy.
K-Boy.
Shout out to K-Boy and the entire Positive Vibe crew.
These are all our different flavors that we have in different milligram levels, including 0.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Really fun.
Isn't this a cool spot? We don't have anything like this in America.
No, just I haven't ever experienced anything like this ever.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the game.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do everything all at once and make sure that it works and prove people that you can do it.
You're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna work. I'm so excited about all this.
I'm excited too. I just feel really. It's great.
Terry.
Oh, and we're back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour. You know what we're doing right now is, and that was Roland A.Duby. That was his stand-up routine. And so again, we're sending our love to Roland, and wherever his soul is right now. And I'm having a chocolate chip cookie from this is from Evan's mom. Evan's mom.
Shouts to Linda Elmore.
Shout out to Linda Elmore.
Fuck you, Joe.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm gonna pick out a flavor to vape with. And so here here at Hawaiian Vapor, we've got, it's so great. All of the flavors are written on a surfboard. And we're live streaming it now, so you can see it. That we have a surfboard here.
Weren't these off the North Shore?
All these great flavors here, and some of the names are pretty amazing. What is intergalactic?
That's actually the one flavor that we have not yet figured out what it is.
Everybody
loves so good. Everyone loves it. And it's the one flavor, but none of us, because there's some flavors that where you try and figure out, oh, that's what it is. Like, for instance, one of them is nitro. Nitro is like a ruby red squirt. It's a grapefruit, and it's charred in an oak barrel, kind of like you would whiskey or wine. But we finally figured it out. It was like a grapefruit citrus thing. So we were all like, okay, that's grapefruit citrus. Intergalactic has no description whatsoever. It's the most gnarliest, like, I don't know, it's kind of fruity, kind of spicy. It's kind of everything. It's kind of like chicken. But not like chicken taste, but like, you know how everything tastes like chicken? Well, it's just kind of like that one flavor that you can't put your finger on it, but you like it, you don't know why.
And, well, you know what? I love now. I'm gonna actually choose intergalactic just because I have to see what that flavor is like. I mean, obviously, it's got its own taste.
Intergalactic.
Then I want to know what that is like. Now, you're telling me of the new flavors made several for. Now the nitro, the bandit, these are all. They're different down here with little asterisks.
Yeah, they're steeped in a charred oak barrel, the same way you would a wine or a whiskey. And it allows you to get more of a richness in the flavor that we can't seem to find to get any other way. Now this is intergalactic. This is only 6 milligrams of nicotine, so it's not going to be as strong as mine. It's going to be a little bit lower than that, so it should be pretty smooth. Just hold down the button right there and try this intergalactic.
Wow. You really don't know what it is. You know what? And we'll be back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour right after this break.
Let us think on that flavor a little bit longer.
All right, 4 minutes.
Great. All right.
Okay. So do you have any description of that flavor at all, Terry?
I gotta taste it again.
When people ask me the description, I'm like, space. I'm not exactly sure. Because it's very hard to describe. Most of the other flavors that we have are fairly easy, like Berry Amazing. It's an amazing berry mix. Kavika Kiwi, Ono Orange Cream, that's orange, so lots of different ones that are fairly easy. But that is the hardest one to describe, definitely. We have a snickerdoodle.
Oh, you do?
If the chocolate chip cookie isn't your exact flavor, we do have a snickerdoodle flavor too. And a Girl Scout cookie, which is a Thin Mint.
Oh, yeah?
We were discussing dessert flavored juices.
I love the band. It's my favorite.
Girl Scout cookie.
Evan wanted to get you that drink for you.
I think there's Mountain Dew and root beer.
Yeah, I love the band. It's my personal favorite. I got stuck on it for quite some time. It really does have a cool, rich flavor to it. It tastes just like a Girl Scout Thin Mint. I mean, go eat a Girl Scout Thin Mint, and then that's what it tastes like. It's that good.
We have vanilla custard, a guava, espresso. We do carry tobacco flavors. Again, all of them are zero nicotine or do contain nicotine. But you can try them out for free, so check us out. Come play some free ping pong, foosball, board games.
All kinds of stuff. Check this out. Let me see this. So, you guys have seen that surfboard, right? Well, we have another surfboard too, just so everyone knows. This was actually just out surfing the North Shore a couple months ago. My brother's board. Shout out to my brother Gordon. Right, and then we have this surfboard, which como mai, which means welcome. And then we have these surfboards. Check these ones out. These are gnarly, right? Look at that one. Huh? Isn't that cool? I thought so. A little whale on it. You know what I mean? Oh, look at there's Blazer, the very Blazer. Video game, Xbox 360. We even have a PS2, Terry. You can play old school games. I'm even going to bring in a regular Nintendo. So you can play the old school Mario. That's actually the King Kamehameha's flag, I think. Yeah, there you go. I got that from my father-in-law. Ping pong, everybody. The guitar, the foosball, bunch of musical equipment. I'll take you guys behind the scenes. If you're actually watching this, I'll show you all the juices. Here's all of our juices. Have you ever been back here?
You know what? Not yet. I have not.
It's pretty cool, I guess. We built all this, so I mean that's the only part that's kind of cool about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have somebody who's asking where the link to the show is, and I'm gonna give you it smoothly.
Right on.
He's the guy who from Liberty Beacon, and he's the webmaster for our sites.
Oh,
So,
very cool.
Oh, let's check this. Let's check out the bathroom. Check this out. This is crazy.
I'm gonna take him shishi.
So you guys are getting back row access. So this is how cool we are at Hawaiian Vapors.
Are we back?
They're going back in 5 seconds, but this is what the bathroom looks like at nighttime in Hawaiian Vapors.
All right, and we're back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour on the Time for Hemp Network. Tonight's a special night. I'm not in my room, in front of my computer by myself. I'm actually on remote, and I'm on location at Hawaiian Vapors. Hawaiian Vapor here this is Hawaii. It's not Hawaiian Vapors. It's just Hawaiian Vapor, right? Hawaiian. Yeah. It's no S on the building. Okay. Yeah, because the Twitter and everything else has different ways. Vapes, S, no S. But
it hasn't been very consistent.
Yeah, but no, this is Vapor. Hawaiian
you put it upside
Vapor.
Down.
This is Hawaiian Vapor is a family business.
Getting every angle. No, I
It
got
is,
it.
yeah.
Arizona,
My mom,
thank you so much.
And my stepfather started it.
Terry, are you thirsty? Can I get you anything?
Gosh, I'm so spoiled here.
Anything at all, please do.
Anything at all. We might even
I even have little
freezer.
ice creams, little icy ice creams.
You have little ice creams?
You want some ice
Icy
cream?
ice cream.
You know what? I'm gonna have a little ice cream. I think
All right,
so.
let's do
You
it.
know
There's
what I mean?
lemonade and
You
cherry.
want anything to drink with that? Or just the ice cream?
Well, gosh. So I would like to have something to drink if there's something to drink.
No, we have Sprite, we have Pepsi, we have Dr. Pepper, and we have
Sprite, Dr.
Root
Pepper.
beer.
Oh, root beer. Are there all sodas?
We have iced teas. We have Arnold Palmer iced teas. We have sweet teas.
I have hot tea, Hawaiian
hot tea,
tea bag. We
Hawaiian
can
tea.
teabag you straight from Hawaii. Whatever you want, we offer everything at Hawaiian Vapors. Dove hot chocolate, hot chocolate with marshmallows.
And with marshmallow. You had that today. Remember, you had the cappuccino with marshmallow and hot chocolate in it. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I did. I
did.
I had a cappuccino with hot chocolate
How was
in
it?
And by the way, if anybody's watching, I'm smoking out of it was wonderful.
Vaping. You're vaping.
I'm vaping. I'm not smoking. I'm vaping here at Hawaiian Vapor, and I'm smoking something called. I'm vaping.
Yeah.
I'm vaping.
We have changed our state of mind.
I'm vaping something
We're
called
changing your state of mind.
intergalactic, which is intergalactic, which has a little bit low dosage of nicotine to it, and also a flavor that it's pretty you can't really describe it, can you?
Yeah, it's one of those flavors.
It's not fruity. I don't know how to. It's intergalactic. That's all I can say.
It
It's
is
definitely
intergalactic. Now, these are the ones I pulled out for you. These are all 0 milligrams for you. I want to show you how you can still enjoy it
Okay.
without even having to have nicotine. Now, these are just our sample testers. We have these every single day. These basically you can always sample. You can always you can always come in and just say, hey, I want to try your intergalactic flavor, and we would give you that little tester that you just had, and you could vape it and try it out. And then you could even rent it to the point where if you were watching a sporting event, you could rent our juice for only $3 and take the entire tank down to the table, and you could vape the entire time whatever flavor you wanted while you were here for that $3.
It's really. I mean, I love the flavor.
Well, there's all these other flavors
to
you
a
can
different
choose
one?
from. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean,
We have
I didn't know I get to sample.
Here,
My god, this is so much
I'll read them
fun.
off to you while you're eating
Okay,
ice
okay,
cream.
all right,
Because this is how we do it at Hawaiian Vapors, guys. We're all about the aloha. So you can continue doing what you're doing because you're lounging, because this is the lounge at Hawaiian Vapor.
Right.
And I'll read off some flavors and see what you like. We have mango, okay? We have aloha apple. It's kind of like an apple Jolly Rancher, but we have a better one for Jolly Rancher if you like Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
Blueberry, it's pretty self-explanatory. Halava guava, this is a very popular flavor. It's a very good guava. This one is made from the Volcano Company in Hawaii. So maybe that's why it's so good. It is from Hawaii. We do have pineapple punch, which is actually the flavor that got me started on vaping, which got me actually originally super stoked about what you could do in this new world of vaping and how phenomenal it is that you don't have to have nicotine, or you can, but people don't have to have it taste like cigarettes. It can taste like pineapple punch.
We have 3 different teas. Which one would you like?
Oh, guys, I'm
we
getting
have
so
passion
spoiled tonight.
fruit,
That
Mango or coconut.
what was that again?
Passion fruit, mango, or coconut?
Passion fruit, mango, or coconut. Ooh.
Yep, passion fruit's from Nepali, mango's from Maui, and the coconut macadamia is just from Hawaiian Island.
Oh, you know what? The coconut macadamia, I went with. That sounds really good. Wow, that really sounds good. And you know what? You can have all these things here when you come to Hawaiian Vapor.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's the grand opening.
Pick
So
your poison.
if you are in Vancouver, Washington,
This one is yours.
I'm going to be performing at the grand opening with Positive Vibes, right?
Positive vibes, K-boy! I'm so excited.
Right. Yeah.
I hope you know how excited I am.
Mm.
Like, I am super excited. We went out and we flyered this town like crazy.
I
We
know,
have
there's
been-
flyers all over the table here. I mean, there's blue, green ones, pink ones, and yellow ones, and
Oh,
your
we got
face
kicked
is
out of
all
the
over.
mall
yeah.
Your face
because
is-
And look
we
at
went-
that beautiful woman on there.
Oh yeah!
Selfie.
Shout out to the Hollywood Hemptress.
Shout out!
Thank you
We
guys.
went to the mall and we went during prime time and we passed out a bunch of flyers to a bunch of people to
Uh-huh.
let everyone know that we moved and everything. And one of the other vape shops in there didn't like it, so they complained and called the cops on us. And they ran our plates and everything. It was kind of crazy. The cop ran our plates because we were passing out flyers. I've never had my plates ran before because I passed out flyers. But you know what? That's how it works here in Vancouver.
It's a little hot. I had to double cup it for you.
And we have cream and sugar if you want.
I like it just like that. Thank you.
But yeah, we went and passed out a bunch of flyers, and then we've been doing all the apartment complexes up and down this area. We've been doing Safeway. Literally, we walked out to cars and handed them to people while we were driving at a stoplight. I mean, we've been passing out flyers everywhere and just talking it up. And Instagram, all of our followers there know about it. Facebook, Twitter, and man, I'm so excited. We have Terry Joyce, the Hollywood Hemptress. I mean, anyone that's ever seen her knows how phenomenal she is. Positive Vibes is one of my favorite reggae bands. Last time we worked with them, it was an absolute blast. They tore the house down. The way that they present themselves. I'm a musician myself. I truly am very picky when it comes to performances. Please understand that when I talk up Terry and I talk about Positive Vibes, I'm not just saying it because they're my friends. I'm not just saying it because I like them. I'm saying it because they are wonderful performers. And Positive Vibes, their professionalism, the way that they rock the stage, the way that they constantly engage the audience in everything that they do, that's not something that just happens overnight. These guys have been doing it for years. These guys fly back and forth from the west coast to Hawaii all the time. I mean, and in some sense of the word, there's a lot of people out there who would consider that already made it. And in that point, I mean, to have these two wonderful, wonderful people. I mean, Terry's doing everything over here with the Time for Hemp Network and all of our other radio stations.
Shout out to the Time for Hemp Network.
Time for Hemp.
Shout out.
And everything else that she's doing. And I love that new banner with the American.
Oh, that's Freedom of Joyce. That's
Freedom of Joyce.
Freedom
Let's
of-
give a shout out to Freedom of Joyce.
Thank you.
FreedomandJoyce.net.
freedomofjoyce.net. That's my blog, my new blog with the Liberty Beacon. And the Liberty Beacon is a news media that is global. And, it's all about liberty and sovereignty and freedom around the entire globe and the planet. And, they have, different sites in different countries coming on board now. We're expanding, just at a rapid rate. And awakening people up to, what is going on in the world. And also to remember that, it's time to, for us to make our state of mind, to change our state of mind. And it's when we change our state of mind that actually, make change, so.
It's true.
And so what's really nice about being here, Hawaiian Vapor, is, if you've been watching the show or listening, this is a community, almost like it's like a place for people to hang out that are maybe between the ages of 18 and 25. No, there's not going to be any alcohol here. Yes, you can vape, but it would be something like, everything that's here is provided would be for whatever your legal age is.
And Adam White, we don't have pot tea. I apologize. That's not allowed here. But I wish we could. But hey, we got some other really cool teas. But I appreciate the input. We are here and we are watching you. That's pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's funny. I didn't even notice. I had my.
We do have dome setups.
We do have dome setups though, buddy. You can actually use these vapes for.
That's Adam White. Shout out to Adam White.
Right.
Shout out to Adam
You're
White.
listening
Adam
then,
White.
buddy.
Shout out.
Until your eyelids close. Hey, but you know what, Adam White? I got some good news for you. I'm glad you brought this up.
No, but Adam White is our he's been doing the webmastering. He's partner.
Oh, this is Adam White.
He's assistant. I don't know. He's his chief executive of the big guy.
Wow.
I forgot exactly
Extra
the right
shout out.
position, but
Again,
Extra
shout out
shout
to
out.
extra
Adam White.
shout out. Yeah, extra shout out.
But I'm really glad that I read that. I'm really glad that we did this because I almost forgot all about this. And this is totally.
We are in Washington.
Time for hemp. This is Washington.
Right.
Things are changing.
Right.
And it's. I just looked at the clock. It's 1:30 and we haven't even talked about this yet. And I appreciate everything we've done, but I kind of feel bad. This is Time for Hemp and I haven't talked about this. Adam White, we actually have converter kits that you can convert our e-cigarettes into dab machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Portable.
Portable dab machines. It's absolutely amazing. You can use your honey oil, your wax, butane honey oil, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a heating element, and it heats it up below burning point and evaporates it the same way you would on a nail. And you can vape it with your e-cigarette. It is phenomenal. You can get custom glass tanks, which, of course, glass and pot smoke have been going together for years. So we have custom glass tanks, and we actually offer a lifetime warranty on those custom glass tanks. So
Unheard
if you
of.
break it, I'm actually going to take care of it and just give you a brand new one.
We all know sometimes people that those things forget. It happens.
So, we give you the comfort of knowing that as well, too.
But what if they break it more than, they go,
we usually
I broke it again, and
we
then
usually
they go,
say 3.
okay,
usually say
all right. You can do three times in your out.
Limited lifetime warranty.
Limited, 3 lifetimes.
But
only.
honestly, they're very durable. I don't see it happening.
A third of a cat's life.
Right.
We've been selling them for quite a while now, and we've only had 3 come back, 4 come back, 2 come back. So, they're very durable. And she's dropped hers on cement when she was drunk multiple times. That thing works just fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, but that's.
I drop mine a lot.
See. Okay, so but you can do your dabs with it. You can do your cannabis oils. You can medicate.
You can medicate with it.
You can medicate, and it's a vaporizer, so you're not. It's better for your lungs because you're not. There's no combustion.
No
involved.
Right, no
butane.
combustion. You're just heating it up a coil.
No
we
butane.
use a Type 2 titanium coil, so you're not off-gassing any off gases from the metal. We've already been thinking about this stuff. We use a ceramic outing, so that way you have, it's going to be able to take the heat and it's not going to, mess your system. We use a 900 milliamp battery that's fully rechargeable that you can plug in while vaping. You can take it anywhere. It's a micro USB that plugs into any car charger. And
Car chargers.
And we also have replacement coils for those. It's only $5 for a replacement coil, and they last a long time. I mean, you can constantly, and for me personally, the one thing that Washington hasn't done is that if you do get pulled over, they can charge you with a DUI for driving stoned, which you can lose your license and so on and so forth. And so I think it's a really cool thing that you can have something where you can screw on your nicotine. And then it's my nicotine. And then it's concealed, it doesn't smell, it's wax. It's something that's actually pure, it's actually better for you. There's none of the chlorophyll, whatever the green stuff is that is in weed that we do inhale, which who cares.
There's hardly a smell.
It is healthier. So in that aspect, I mean, we're not only enjoying it more, it's something that we can take on the road with us. It's something that we don't have to worry about. It's very easy to hide. I noticed that a lot of moms come in because their kids can't smell it. And it's something that they can hide from their kids, which is a phenomenal thing because you don't have, parents leaving their kids for long periods of time because they want to get stoned. They can just, really quickly in the kitchen and no one knows anything. It's really kind of a cool concept, and it's only getting bigger. And the more that it happens, I think that...
I can tell that you're watching what Adam is writing
yeah,
right now
I mean,
on my
well,
Skype.
if Adam's listening, I want to kind of, I want to talk to him. I mean, that's who we're talking to.
It's kind of like, okay, say.
No, it does get you high, man.
Here's
And
something
taste.
to say, Terry, do not forget to mention Freedom of Choice near the end of your show. Good plug for you. Okay, yes, I will. I'm not going to forget to mention Freedom of Joyce. I have another show called Freedom of Joyce on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. And I do that every Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Today's been my long day, Eastern time. And that is my blog at freedomjoyce.net. And a shout out to the Liberty Beacon because the
Shout
Liberty
out
because they're my sponsor. And also shout out to Adam White.
Adam White.
Shout out.
Adam White.
So he says, so is vaping for taste or high or both? You know what? Vaping actually, that's a good question. Because normally vaping really doesn't taste. I mean, if you're vaping marijuana, some people don't like to vape because they don't get that sensation of actually smoking. Now, what I like now, these particular vape pens are mainly designed for people that want to take nicotine in, but don't want to smoke cigarettes. And so, but you can also change the chamber and also use it for cannabis oil or for hash oil. So, but that's kind of like how it is. And he says, and soon on Awake Radio too. You guys are a riot. Oh, thank you. Adam, you missed all our improv and his singing and everything. We're gonna sing again before the night's out, right? A little bit, or do we? Can we? Oh.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
But also on that note for Adam, the vaping thing, we can actually get the flavors to taste like anything you want, including cigarettes. So let's say someone smokes Marb Reds. I can give you a flavor that tastes like Marb Reds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if someone smokes Camel Lights, I can get a flavor that tastes like Camel Lights.
Uh-huh.
So I can because see, here's my theory. All right, and tell me if I'm crazy. Here's a pineapple punch while you're waiting, while I'm talking, because
okay. I've got pineapple punch.
Yes.
Oh,
now,
I can't wait to. Where's
press the button right there.
Oh, here it goes.
Now, in my personal, our brains have been designed to believe that if you want to feel a certain way, you have to do a certain thing, right? That's good, right?
This is really good.
That's what got me started.
Now, does it have the nicotine in it? Does this one have
no, that's zero.
Oh, I like it.
Nice, right?
I like it a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So our brains are designed to say if we want to feel this way, we have to do this. As of right now, our brains are designed that if you want to feel like a nicotine high, you either have to chew or you have to smoke cigarettes. It's kind of what you have to do. So basically, there's only 4 reasons why someone smokes a cigarette: to get nicotine, for the flavor, for the hit, or for the habit. Those are the only 4 reasons that someone smokes a cigarette. All right? Nicotine, flavor, hit, or habit. Now, if I can literally mimic every last one of those things and trick your mind into thinking that now the way to get that high is to do something that's healthy for you. It's an easy transition period for people, and they never crave a cigarette because they're getting all 4 things that they want from the cigarette. You're literally changing your state of mind to understanding that there's a new way to administer nicotine, the thing that you want, and I can make it taste like any cigarette or any other flavor.
I could really
Have
use
it hit with me.
Wait, okay, I have to put my glasses on to see this, damn it. Okay. Do you have a site where we can buy this product? Oh, yes. Where's your website at?
Tell him to email us.
Trick, because he's
Okay,
smoked.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
trick
basically,
me
man.
and then I will not smoke again.
Yeah, you can go on HawaiianVapors.org. You can also just email me, man, and we can get you some stuff going on, too. It's HawaiianVapors@gmail.com. And we can get you something out there. We can do it over the phone and hook you up and send it out to you through the mail. It's no big deal. You can also come in anytime. We're at 11011 Northeast Burton Road in Vancouver. It's very, very easy to find. We're open late every single night. Monday through Thursday, we're open from 10:30 in the morning till 10:30 at night. All right? From Friday and Saturday, we're open till 10:30 in the morning until midnight or later, depending on how the crowd is popping. And also, if you do Sundays, we're open from 1 to 6, after church and before Sunday dinner. It's perfect. We're open 7 days a week. You can totally take care of us. The email was HawaiianVapors@gmail.com. HAWAIIAN.
Tell him I got him. Does he have the podcast? He's watching you, right? Is he watching you on here or on this?
I'll make sure that he gets it. I'll type it.
Oh, okay.
In a moment.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah,
He was up in North BC.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
That's cool. I was just giving a shout out to everyone else to let them know where it was at. Plug. My bad, I'm white.
Yeah. He would want to, but if you wanted to have one of these vaporizers, he could get one over the internet. Yeah.
You can also send me, man. As I said, type it in. No problem.
You know what's funny is Adam. He's got one of those Canadian accents. Where he goes woot and project. I really like this project. That's I'm sorry. I probably did a terrible.
But yeah, no, we have all kinds of cool stuff like that. Now, right now, you're tasting pineapple punch. What do you think about it?
I'm loving this. As a matter of fact, this really, I think one of the reasons. Well, I think if I even had this and I smoked it more, I probably would smoke maybe even marijuana less.
Yeah, that's how I started.
Definitely.
Because and I know that sounds. I'm not saying that hey, smoking marijuana is a bad thing. But I kind of.
It can be expensive.
It can be expensive. I was a smoker, and I was able to quit because I could still smoke marijuana a little bit. You know what I mean? And then I still have that smoking sensation.
Mm-hmm.
So my feeling is I still have a desire to toke off of something.
To have it. One of the 4
reasons.
reasons.
I was one of those smokers. It wasn't necessarily the nicotine or the chemicals or whatever. It was the action of doing it. And I think that's a hard one. I mean, the sensation of the inhaling and the aroma and whatever, and that's what I enjoy. So I really like the aroma of this and the taste of it, and I feel like I don't even need any other chemical with it, really, at all.
Well, and that's what's so amazing is that most people don't know that kind of thing exists.
And I felt good in my lungs. Like I took a deep breath, and I was like, I really opened up, and because I used to have asthma and everything like that, so I kind of felt like I kind of cleared myself out a little bit.
Our
Well,
menthol
those
burst
ingredients
does
are
really
in
well.
albuterol inhalers too. So.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really.
You can look up every one of those ingredients, and they're not harmful.
Oh my God! You know what? We have to take a commercial break. I'm sorry.
Commercial break.
I'm running over time again. I'm so distracted. All right, here we go. We'll be back.
All right, break minutes.
Nice. I need. What did you say? Okay, wait. I need 6 less willing to buy your product. I quit the pot years ago and became a chronic smoker 40 to 50 day. My bad. No. It happens.
What?
I really like these.
Taylor's feeling all cooped up. She wants to
Vapor
play.
pens.
Dude, she's a fast runner.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring Taylor into the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Taylor, say hello.
Hey,
Say
Taylor.
hello.
You're on the World Wide Web.
How do you feel, Taylor?
How do you feel?
What do you want to say on the Terry Joy Show?
What do you want to say, Taylor?
What's your freedom?
Huh.
Yeah, there's your freedom right now. What's your
How you
freedom,
feel?
Taylor? How do you feel? Tell Daddy how you feel, huh? Whoever's watching's like, really?
Or like these people really are smoking pot if they got the dog on the camera now.
Look at she dances.
I don't know, you know, I think it's interesting. I would watch.
She's adorable.
Yeah, you know, it's.
Yeah,
like a-
you're adorable.
Aw,
You're
look at
spoiled,
you.
rotten, and
Stretch.
adorable.
Oh.
And she's loving every minute of her. Don't let her fool you. Wagging her tail like crazy. Good girl. Very good girl.
Steven.
Huh.
I just sat next to that guy for like 5 minutes.
I don't know. Adam said something kind of interesting. I got a guy in Edmonton who was selling this. Still not legal in Canada, from what I know.
Huh.
That's interesting.
That's hilarious.
You know, that might be something to like kind of talk about a little bit. You know, at the
There's like 30 or 40 vape companies in Canada right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's maybe it's not on weed. Well, weed's legal, isn't it?
Yeah, weed's illegal up there, but it could just be vaping. Maybe it's
Maybe they do have things. I don't know. Canada's not.
Oh, you know what? Sasha has a question.
Yeah, what's up, Sasha?
You know, maybe we can ask this about here's how many dabs does one of those coils last? I've got an e-cig and I infuse the weed oils into the vegetable glycerin. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Let's
at the
actually
break.
talk about that because I
Yeah,
used to do that
yeah.
too.
Okay.
Sasha, I used to do the same thing, man. It's a lot better if you switch over to actually just doing straight dabs.
He says I've got an e-cig and I infuse the weed oils into the vegetable glycerin.
That's what I used to do.
All right, let's bring that up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that would be great to maybe end the show out with, because like really have. Well, we're supposed to be done by 5 till, but I guess maybe if we probably between 5 and 2 a.m. we should be signing off. Still constricted by time.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Okay.
Is that right now?
Yeah. Are we back?
30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds.
I was like, man, you got 30 more seconds, then you gotta talk some more. You got 29 seconds, then you gotta talk some more.
Only 24.
You got 15 more seconds, and then shut your dirty mouths. It's time to start finding a subject that you can be talking about. 10 more seconds, and then you're back on the air. 5 more seconds, we're almost there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody get ready for the fun.
Yeehaw! Oh, we're back. We're back with more Hollywood Hemptress Hour here at Hawaiian Vapor in Vancouver, Washington.
Yup.
Yay! Whip, yip.
Shout
And,
out.
Shout out. So, you know, at the break, Sasha had a question. Sasha, shout out to Sasha.
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 Is our word up tonight.
Come on.
So he asked, how many dabs does one of those coils last? And he says, I've got an e-cig and I infuse the weed oils into the vegetable glycerin. So,
Well, I got 2 answers, one funny, one serious. The first one is, the size of a dab is all in the eye of the beholder, my friend. For how many dabs, because, you know, it depends on how big, what do you consider a dab? You know, I know people that put dabs on there that are bigger than my pinky. I'm more of a tiny dabber. But to answer the question though, because I definitely know what you're talking
Because
about.
some things still are good small, right?
Yeah, some
Like
things
from
are
early in
like
the show.
little frogs.
Like little frogs and
frogs.
tiny dabs.
But no, to be realistically though, one of those ceramic nails, they're gonna last you. I would say you could probably run a good 3 or 4 grams
Terry.
into one before it would start to go bad. The performance might drop at about 2.5, but it'd still work up to about 3 or 4 grams. And then you just get a new one. They're $5. It's actually a really cool thing. And then I actually used to do the same thing about your infusing into the vegetable glycerin and the propylene glycol. And that does work very well. And what some people like about it is they can flavor their dabs. They can make it taste like Kona coffee or pineapple punch or anything like that.
Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle. I personally like the flavor of dabs, and I personally.
Man, I'm gonna have a little bit another.
This
hit
is
of-
guava now. I changed it on you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I did it
Guava.
on the break. No one saw me do it. You have to press the button.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Can we get a little bit more music before we end the show? What do you think, man?
Yeah, well, what do you want it to be about? We just been that little funny little song at the break. I was just playing around. What do you want?
I want you to go through all the juice flavors.
All the juice flavors. This is going to be fun. Let's see if I can do this.
All right.
But it has to be catchy or else I fail.
All
Correct.
the juice flavors.
Yeah.
This definitely is gonna have to go on YouTube.
Aloha, Ohana, how you doing? Want a little bit flavor? I got the fluid every single day. I got the vape to make you feel stupid. Get with me like the alphabet, I'm like Cupid. Shooting you with that Aloha apple. 24 milligrams, do you want a sample? Blueberry Breeze is the next flavor. Go ahead, savor that. Tell me you want it later, we can get it for you. Only $12.99, that's a small bottle, but one carton at a time. You get that blue water bunch, and then you'll be fine. I got that cotton candy vape, then on my mind. I want that grape escape, and the honey deal with that halava guava, and hula punch too. Wine espresso wakes you up, but I like the jungle fruit. Kona coffee gets me down, but the kiwi gets me going round. Menthol burst the town. Maui mango getting a little bit fruity down. I gotta slow it down, put it on the orange cream. I got a RY4 for the cigarette fiends. I got the pipeline peach and the pineapple punch. I got the shock strawberry tobacco, love it so much. I got that sweet tart, gonna make you fart. Just kidding, gotta make a joke when I'm getting on the mic and spitting. Got that tobacco pure, if you like it more innocent. Something like the American Spirit cigarettes. And if you like that vanilla bean, little bit of red wings, red hot lava in between there. Waikiki watermelon, very amazing. Another mango only in zero on the hero. Purple rain tastes like grape, it's insane. I got that watermelon, totally touch all your veins. And don't forget the Granny Rancher and Snickerdoodle, intergalactic. That was a shout out to the earlier of the show.
Intergalactic.
And if I say intergalactic one more time, of course I gotta throw pomegranate in the next rhyme. Black honey tobacco, now I'm feeling fine. I'm on the candy train, raging bull, honey loaf is on my mind. Captain White beer, Captain Crunch, I'm here. Cheech, where's Chong, Skeetle is near. I got the raspberry smooth me, gummy Perry do me. I got the red alert, pepper and the peach screwed me. And pink star fruit, just like the pussy. The new flavors, they're starting to get juicy. The night show's like a grapefruit, something like a ruby red squirt that you can taste too. Don't forget the bandit, it'll steal all of your attention. It tastes like a thin mint. Did I forget to mention the revenge? Something like a vanilla custard. I ain't talking about the caramel corn thunder. The rolling bits, everybody see. That was the entire vape list of everything. All the juices that we got. But let me give it one more shot, cause some were going out of style. Something like Mexican pot. We like that good stuff, mix it up. Terry Joyce, Hollywood Hemptress. Gotta give it up, gotta shout out. Don't forget Sasha Goman. Yeah, Goman, tell me if you you understand. And what about Adam White? Yeah, it's okay if you're not black. I'm just kidding, hope you're down with that, making jokes. I'm not racist, don't cut my throat. I'm giving it up to the one and only Holy Ghost. I'm living fine in the Hawaiian Vapor land. Go ahead, grab another vape, grab someone's hand. We can make a band, we can get on the stage like last comic stand and make people laugh and get blown away. Every day I'm sitting there watching the TV, and now I'm back to the flavors, and now I'm vaping. It's okay. What do you say? It's getting late. It's time to go. Yes, I know. It's getting late. So grab your vape. It's time to go. But don't forget to fill your tank before you go, 'cause if it's empty, you're gonna have a sad soul. You gotta fill it up to the brim. We can start the entire flavor list again. I can say aloha, ohana, and how you doing? What about the aloha apple to get you moving? Start grooving like the blueberry breeze. Everybody know me, please don't punch me with the blue water punching cotton candy. I need the grape escape so I can get away. Phew! I can't believe I got away with the honeydew. Oh yeah, and tell me if you wanna, how could I forget about the halava guava? Hula this, hula done, hula punch. Don't forget the Hawaiian espresso. I love it a bunch. And if you're feeling tutti fruity, I got the jungle fruit and the kiwi. Don't forget the juicy Maui mango and on the orange cream. Everybody's sweet tart is the sweetest thing. Everybody loves the vanilla bean. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do the entire thing. It's getting late. It's time to go. Well, yes, I know. So grab your vapes, hit the road. It's time to go. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Yes, I know. That was all the flavors, 100%. There you go, freestyle.
Wow, that was just amazing, and you know, this is an amazing show. We're gonna have an amazing opening tomorrow, and welcome to Hawaiian Vapor. And where again is your website?
HawaiianVapor.org.
Awesome. And I'm at freedomofjoyce.net. My website is sponsored with a Liberty Beacon. And there's also, a tab for Hollywood Hemptress Hour there too. So I'll be posting all of the Hollywood Hemptress Hour blogging and footage on that site when it pertains to this show as well. So again, thank you for listening, and we will be back next week.
Shout outs.
Shout
Shout out.
Evan Elmore, Vanessa Scott, and Terry Joyce.
Great.
Sasha. Adam Ward. That's how we should end it. Shout outs.
Adam White.
Shouts. Perfect.
And shout outs to the viewers. We appreciate it.
All right, that's the show.
Woo! Well, that's the show. It's time to go.
I know those flavors, please.
Yes, I know. How was that guava? Did you like that one? Oh, I wish we could have got to that.
What?
I have a lot to say on that topic.
What?
About the CNN saying that it hurts people.
I
Yeah.
wish I could have talked about that, because I have a lot to say about that.
You know what? We're gonna do the show again here again. So let's put it down as something that we were down to talk about.
Yeah, that's a good topic.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
huge topic.
Sasha,
There's
Thank
a
you
lot
so
of
much
bad
for the show
publicity.
tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll see you guys next week.
Yep, have a good night.
Okay, good night. That was a great show. I loved it. We can quit now. Did we make it to the end?
We did.
Ah, good. Good night. Thank you for watching.
Sleep tight.
Hey, everybody.
So one thing I need to know is, like, where's the bathroom at?
Right behind you.
Bathroom is
Fantastic.
right
I'm gonna
behind
go there.
you. Wait
Good
till
night.
you turn on the lights. Don't flash in different colors. Don't have a seizure. I was kidding.